I'm sorry, I was muted. How are you doing today, huh? Did we get any beautiful Dahlias already? I've seen no Raver took 220 summons. Let's hope we can get a quicker. The way it looks for the moment is we just go with Helping Hand, right? So kill mana. We just do kill mana summons, then do mine. And you know what's really cheeky? You know what's really cheeky about them? This redeem shop, right? If you collect everything possible, you only get 3,950. Only 3,950. So you gotta wait 2 days to get that thing. Let me actually check real quick why the camera is flickering a bit here. It's just a bit annoying. Come on. Let's go to 6, which makes it worse, and then we go to 5, which should fix it. I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Alright. So, getting her in 5 is crazy. Getting Dalia in 15, I mean, is ridiculous. You got her in 100, in 31. Okay. 185, but nothing. Hey, let me tell you something. Either today or tomorrow, you'll get a Magda guide. And Magda is kind of like the, for the moment, more relevant Dalia. Magda is kind of our more relevant Dalia, because Magda can actually be used to great extent in Gear Dungeon 1. So for all of those that are missing a Valkyra and are still looking for that stage 6 clear, Magda is going to come in clutch. You got it in 4 pulls? Ridiculous. It took you 250? That is also ridiculous, but on the other side of the spectrum. So I'm hoping to get her early, and if we do not get her early, to at least get something useful in between, because I'm not gonna wait for Friday. Most people should, especially ones that are still struggling with magic damage dealing fighters, with AoE fighters. 250 but 5 legendaries? Oi oi oi, that's 50 on a non-2x banner. That is ridiculous. So let's see if we even have the resources here. We're starting casually. You're waiting on the Nora? That's good. Oh yeah. Most of you have probably already seen like my Nora videos, right? The one with no rage regen and the one with no Dolores buff. Today I got a response from the devs. So I still need to kind of figure out how I convey what the devs told me. But definitely expect an update on the whole Nora situation. And it's gonna come either today or tomorrow at the latest. Hey, Jay and Gio, pulled her and Torador in 220, so can't complain. If you complain about a Torador, you should lose your rights to be a content creator. How about that? Is the Nora bond partner ancient only? So, it's not confirmed yet. On the test server, I checked the normal pull pool and you still have only your 8 legendaries as the lords, right? So on the test server, in the drop rates lords category, it looks like this. It looks exactly like this. But that is still not an indication that means that he's ancient exclusive, though it does make it more likely. So Emir might be an ancient exclusive Ajax. Or Emirate. You got a Morrigan a couple of days ago, so you're happy with your cultist team? Nice. You got Dali, Fercy, Morrigan, Ajax, Kriya, Razak, Regulus in 400. Dude. 115 in Titan, 119? 119 is such a big step for your account. Love your content and analytic approach to the game. Hey, Arthur, thank you, man. That's always my main goal. Trying to save time and also trying to not waste time by making videos like endlessly long. I gotta admit, I did that in the past too, with my like hour-long testing videos. Yes, you had the testing content, but also you kinda had to watch too much of the testing. So now I'm working on still doing the same length of testing, but cutting it down to pretty much me just giving you the gist of it, right? The essence. And only showing like gameplay clips that aren't the full length. That's like the end goal. To give as much information in as short amount of time possible. Dalia, Brocky and Magda? How did you get Magda already? Is it different on the Forerunner servers? Yeah. I'm already thinking about how to introduce boxing edits everywhere. Hey, no Raver, thank you. Yeah. You know, I always used to just go in, play, like, I just used to go in, record for 40 minutes, upload it, and be happy with it, right? But then comes in, like, the editing part and all that stuff. Though, enough of the talking around, we are here on Kilmana's account. For those that still haven't summoned for Dalia, or you have any questions for Dalia, ask here. If you want me to summon for you, I'm still available for the duration of the stream. I haven't planned anything, it's completely spontaneous and is absolutely not required for you to have me summon for her. Do I have a video about Helena? I'm thinking Helga, right? I'll make a dedicated Helga guide by the time we get Helga, but for the moment I just have a showcase. Dalia, Brocky and Magnus, okay. Yeah, at least, so that's also the approach of most people, right? You should definitely prioritize skilling your Ajax instead of Dalia. For Ajax, there's only one thing you need. One thing. If you go on your Ajax, why is the gallery there? Nobody knows. But if you have an Ajax, what you want to skill is one thing and one thing only. And that is this one right here. This magic res reduction is what you skill, and then you can stop. You should wait to make a video on her till after mine comes out. Nah, ain't gonna happen. Maybe. You got your first A5 being Razak. Razak's A5 is indeed pretty strong, but the trigger chance is also kinda weird. Alright, so do we? Okay, what do you say? In-game sounds, or do we just keep the music in the background? Should we go back to the good old Watch of Realm times when you weren't super sick of the in-game animations and the in-game sound? Should we go back to the standard, or do we just keep it? Oh, I wish I had a French accent. So, how we feeling? Do we just keep it, or can you still endure the in-game music? You literally never had it on? Alright. You got 2 copies of Dalia. Dalia's A1 is strong. Okay, let's not waste any more time. I'll answer questions throughout, but let's actually already start to get into the summons. And I've heard rumors that apparently the chances to get your Dalia on the very first 10 pull are a bit higher than usual. So let's see if that's true. 10 pull numero uno. It's not a legendary, so it's sadly not going to be Dalia. But it's close, it's just one rarity away. Alright, let's see if we have any highlights. Oh, obviously, my favorite character, Damon. Looks sick, got a rework, is useful in 2 stages in the entire game, and that's about it. You can use him in Faction Trials Nightmare, and you can use him in one single Void Rift stage. That is a Damon for you. But at least he got a rework. They really didn't change too much with their rework, did they? Quick question, so Kratos and Veldrum Banner should be on Ancient Summons, yes. So aside Dalia and what regular banner next? The next regular banner is Constance and Magda. And after that, honestly I don't know what's the next normal banner after that. Is Magda worth pulling? It depends on your account, but Magda is really, really good in a lot of content. We all know the Cyrus Codex, right? She's a fighter, but she deals AoE magic damage, so the Cyrus Codex, she's useful. She's really good in Gear Raid 1, and she's really good in Gear Dungeon 1, right? I'll still go a bit more in depth. Expect the Magda guide either later today or tomorrow, where you'll at least see a Gear Raid 1 clearance without a Volcra, instead using Magda. If you don't have Idea or Arrogance, basically, kinda, yeah. Okay, multiple number 3. Still no legendary. Oh. Hello? Game? Hello? What's going on? A surprise multi. The surprise. That's a surprise animation, right? That is now Nisol's animation. The screen turns black and nothing happens. Isn't that beautiful? So, Nisol, the once king of Guild Boss, he reigned for exactly 7 days until the devs just banhammered him. But rest assured, he's still useful in Boreas Codex. But that's also kind of about it. Next 10 pull, come on. Still no legendary. Another Nisol, is that a sign? Is he going to come back? I don't think so. The devs made a mistake once, they're not going to make the mistake twice. At least not on Nisol. You can always expect the devs to do something wrong, be it descriptions. Okay, he's on a 15 up. Yeah, okay, I get it. We get it. He's on a 15x rate up, but this is a bit too much. This is a bit too much. At least we're getting a lot of epics. Not that we necessarily need epics. Come on, give us another Nisol. I'm quite curious. Why is Draga still pullable? Draga's only purpose was to be the fusion for Crodor. Why is she still pullable? It's not like her kit is particularly good. It's not like someone asks for Dahlia. I don't know. Why is she still pullable? 70 summons deep, right? 70 summons deep, no legendary. Ooh, this ain't looking good. $80 summons deep, no legendary. Every time I pull for viewers, I always wish the best for them and the worst for myself. Because I do get that, I do get those content creator gems, so I can tank the bad luck. I'm gonna be a bit sad, but I shouldn't be too sad. But especially for someone that has saved up for quite a while and is really hoping for that upgrade, I always hope it goes better for them rather than worse. On the note of better rather than worse, what is he and why is he so bad, right? It's him with the damage scales off of defense curse. The whole damage scales off of HP, the whole damage scales off of defense, they need to fix it. We don't have bruiser content. We have content where you either need damage or tankiness. You don't need that in between. So, yeah, devs, come up with a solution. Make Jorge great again. I mean, at least you can't see his... Oh, you can still see his brain. I thought they changed that part. 100 summons deep, no legendary? Ouch. Exactly. If they made an effort to make the scaling work, it would be great. The only reliable dev unit is Garn. But who has a Garn anyway? Oh, come on. 110 no legendary? That's just a pity. Because that is what it looks like we're going to get. On the note of pity, let's just go through it real quick to see if we can expect the legendary 30, 60, 90, 110, 111, 120, 123, 26, 29, 132, 135, 136, 146, 147, 148. Alright, we should slowly get into pity territory. Honestly, pulling Dahlia in 30 pulls, I see that as an absolute win. Unless you already had pity, right? Then it's kinda not as impressive. Oh, come on! How can we go 160 without a legendary? How can we go 160? So, you know what's interesting? Esme. Esme is a character that got introduced while Poison was still overpowered, and that made her strong. So, she was strong, and then they changed Poison, but her power level kinda stayed the same. Though everybody is now of the opinion that Poison is ass, even though her power level stayed basically the same, the opinion of her just dropped. So honestly, Esme is really good, and if you're still looking for that replacement for Liam, I don't know why you would replace Liam, but if you're looking for a Liam replacement, Esme is your go-to girl. You went to hard pity, but already 100 into pity. Got her on the 100 though. Oh, nice. Honestly, getting Dalia and Honora is just getting everything, yeah. First 10 pull. Easy. Easy. Oh, come on. How unlucky can we be? Huh? How unlucky can we be? Okay, do we get her on the first legendary, which is going to be pity? Or are we going to go to 250? That is now the real question. And also, what is the more preferable scenario? An extra legendary guaranteed in 100 or getting Dalia early? Switch banners? Technically we could. Yo, Kilmana, how about you tell me if we should switch banners? We could save your pity for Magda. We are pretty close. I would be fine with waiting till Friday, because obviously, we don't necessarily wanna ruin the optimal way to do this. So yeah, just tell me real quick if you should continue. YOLO. I gotta wait for him. It's his account at the end of the day. My choice. My choice. Okay. Let's have a look at his account real quick. If Magda would be like super needed, right? Okay, not thrown. The important part is we do have a Valkyra, so we don't need her for Gear Rate 1. I'm pretty certain I cleared Gear Rate 1.6 for him too, or Gear Dungeon 1.6. No idea. He does have Cerberus for the Cultist Fighter. So it's also not the faction trial benefit. Get the extra legendary, it will be Hex. I quote you on that one. The game better show me a Hex, Mr. Jason. The game better show us a Hex. Oh yeah, I don't know if I can talk about it, but I know that a lot of people have been complaining about the rewards from the shop right here, right? I'm just gonna tell you, Destined is gonna make a video on it separately, but the legendary, basically the shop is going to become better. Better in multiple senses. Number one, you will be able to buy legendary soulstones. Legendary soulstones, yeah, the ones from Guild Boss. With legendary coins, right? So you could technically sell your Krags, Krias, whatever. The price is apparently 500 gold coins. So 500 of these ones. And also, what was the other one? Stamina potions. We're going to get 3 big stamina potions for epic coins. So if you're unsure what to do with your gold coins and your epic coins, hold on to them. Buy the dust, buy the skill crystal, buy the auto fights, buy this one, but for the rest, hold on to it. Well, we gotta go on the other banner for Hex. But why would we want to get Hex on a banner with Magda? Here we go, legendary. Who is it going to be? It's not Charmier. It is 90 pulls early. So it only took us 160. There we go. Dahlia secured. We didn't need to spend all that many resources. So honestly, I think it's honestly probably one of the best outcomes. Getting Dalia here and then not having to wait to get her. So there we go, that is one Dalia secure. You get Magda on Saturday too? Okay, sure. You still got the gems. So now that we got you out of the way, you can sell your epics and whatnot, right? Collect all your summon rewards. See, we even 7,000 points. It's 2 skill crystals, it was obviously worth it. Then let's actually go to my own account and see if we have to suffer or if we're going to get rewarded for no reason besides getting rewarded. So, this should work. Here we go. Alright. Now go for the A1. Nah. Okay. We have a couple summons. If we do get her early, I'll try for another legendary, okay? If we get her early, and it is Dalia, I'll go for another one to see if we can get her A1. Is Razak somewhat good? Got him with Dalia? Definitely. It's not, but you're not going to right away find usages for him, because AoE marksmen kind of only appear in Gear Raid 3 and the Poseidon, what's his name? Pelagios Codex, right? But overall, in story and everywhere, you're going to be able to make use of him. And I believe you get extra gold or extra experience because you now unlocked him. Is your artifact any good? That is what we need to find out. The big issue with Dalia and the test server is that we weren't able to test the artifact. So for all those curious, there is still a very slim chance that this artifact might enable Dalia to work on the bottom lane of Gear Dungeon 1. It is a small chance, but it's at least not zero. So, Dalia, come on, it's time to come home. We don't need any knee salts. We just... Okay, let's check pity. Let's check pity, because why not? Oh, simple. Our pity is... 17. Yeah, definitely, he does well in the Witch's Trial for sure. Any type of AoE does well in the Witch's Trial. So, here we go. Tempo number 1, no legendary. That getting her in 10 must be fake. Getting her in 10 must be fake. Number 20. Okay, Baron, Nisalt. Honestly, Baron is such a clutch character. Especially early on, the fact that he's invulnerable and opens up Gear Dungeon 2, the Volker Cycle strategy. Man, Baron is still one of my favorite epic units in the entire game. I know there's not that many, but even when I started out my account for the first time, we pulled a couple Barons. And he just grew on me. Especially with that beautiful A5 with the 50% and the extra duration. Baron is just a very, very solid tank. And let's be real, he just looks badass. Okay, no early Lego for the moment. Again. I was 15 of Pity Bull, 20 summons and hit gold. You got an Aelin. If you didn't have an Aelin before, and if your healer codex performance isn't top tier, you got yourself a top tier hero for the healer codex. Which is kind of the only place where you really see her shine. Because weirdly enough, you never really need just healing you always need healing and something else. And would you look at that, we can actually still get new heroes. So I've cleared gear at 121, but the only top tier AoE mage I have is Vjörna. Should I pull for Dahlia? Is she worth it for your account? 1 Mars. Do you have Artemis? Because if you do have Artemis, you can still use Dalia to clear Gear Dungeon 1, yeah. I'm 129 into pity, should pull for Dalia now. If you don't want Magda, if you have high pity and you do not want the Magda, then pull now. If not, wait until the Magda banner. Oh yeah, but keep in mind, if you wait for the Magda banner, you're going to need extra summons. If you summon outside of her banner, you're not going to build pity. So if you summon outside of her banner on the Magda banner, you're not going to need 250, you're going to need like 270, 280, 290. You only have 34 shards and 1489 gems. Honestly, then it doesn't really matter. Then if you fail, you're going to build pity, and if you get her, it's gonna be great. So 1 miles to get back to your question, definitely get her. If you only have Vjörna as a good AoE mage, getting Dalia is a really good decision. A really good decision. Okay, So the exact date for Imrit is going to be around, it is basically going to be around the release date of Anora. I can't give you an exact date, but it's just not gonna make much sense for the devs to release a character that you can't bond skill, because her bond skill wouldn't work, right? So expect it on a weekend around the 27th. Let's have a look. What is the 27th even for a day? A Thursday. So expect it to be Saturday the 29th. I'm guessing Saturday the 29th we're going to see Imrit introduced into the game. And if not, it might be a week later. Alright, next off, come on, pull number 70. Again, no legendary. Is Anora viable for Gear Raid 1 or much more Dalia? I have just Boreas. If you have Boreas and you combine him with Anora, they just turn into a ridiculous combo. Because Anora does a bunch of freezes, Boreas has really good freeze synergy, add in a Mary and you're going to easily clear Gear Raid 1. So, honestly, for you it's 50-50, Rose. For you it's really 50-50. Not Rose, who asked? Damn it! No! Oh, no, wait, who's the one that asked with the Boreas? No! Where's the message? But yeah, I hope I answered your question. Okay, oh yeah, Popeye, or Popeye. Popeye, do go for either of the two, they're going to help you out. I only have a Morrigan as a solid AoE, don't have Karmet, Boreas or Vjörna. If you have Morrigan, go for Dalia. Easy. I do have Artemis, but I'm having trouble in Gear Dungeon 1 because I feel like Elowen is needed and then I don't have Elowen. 1 Malls, check out my Anora Showdown video. It's going to be a short entrance, but in the Anora Showdown video, I show how to clear Gear Dungeon 1 with Hollow, Anora, Artemis, Vjörna, Greed. Those 5. No Elowen. No, wait. Oh, no, it needs to be Elowen because you can't get the healing for Artemis. Yeah, true. I'm sorry. Do I have Garm? On my secondary account, yes. On my personal account, no. Will there be a special event for Anora similar to the one we have now for Dalia? There's nothing yet confirmed. It's going to be 250 summons, yes. But we don't know if there's like a Witch's Call event and stuff like that. But you know it's a 250 guaranteed. You were right, Dali helped me reach max DPS on Witch Trial. Yep. Last ban I pulled 150 almost and still no Laurel. Ooh, yeah, Laurel is so hard not having her. How do you build Garm? Honestly, 2 pieces defense, 1 piece HP. You don't build them with attack. In my personal opinion, Elowin is needed for stage 6 in Gear Dungeon? No. Elowin is not needed, but you need other heroes to make up for the fact that you don't have her. Like, for example, if you don't have an Elowin, you need a Magda or Valkyra, or even a Thelen, right? I have videos up without Elowin, but they always require something in return. Did I miss anything? How would I build Dahlia? Honestly, like any other mage. Yeah. How about we build Dalia after we pull her? Huh? Let's just go for Dalia and then we'll just put a build together real quick. Man, I'm confident in getting her, huh? The question is, how long does it take? It's not a question about if, it's a question about when. So yeah, we'll be building Dalia live. Why not? We're not getting as many epics as for kill mana, and it also doesn't look like we get a bunch of blues. Let me actually clear up my hero space. Real quick. Where was it? Oh, cell, yeah. 3 stars, 4 stars, okay, go. We only have 30 space still. Do we need to upgrade a couple units? Quick star up. Yeah, okay, we have a couple. Just a couple, just 69. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Man, it always scares me so much if the game just stops loading. Why don't you keep your epic heroes for the next fusion? Because it's not going to be those epic heroes. The next fusion, in my opinion, should be either newly introduced heroes or something the like. It's still not quite sure how they're going to do Micah, but I am very certain they're not going to require any epics that are already in the game for you to save until then. I might be wrong, but I really don't think that is going to be the case. Keep epics for Odyssey quest? Yeah, potentially. Is it worth popping pity on Dalia banner to catch early 100 summons, or should I wait for weekend to pop pity on Constance / Merc the banner? If you would love to have a Constance, then definitely wait until the banner there. Just keep in mind, you need the extra summons, you need the extra 150 summons to go from 100 to 250. Okay, legendary. Is it again Dalia early? Would be at like 120. The hell? Okay, anyone in chat wants a free Araka? Cause if I wish I could give her to you. This hurts my soul. I do not need A1 Araka. I don't need another Lord. I would take Leia, but if I could give her away, I would. And that's 100% fact. If I could give her away, I would. Now, Araka is crazy. What does an A1 even do, eh? Okay, Violent Spider Stance increases all damage by 20%. So if we do get her exclusive artifact, she's gonna be a bit better. Yeah, luxury problems. Honestly, I'm super happy with the amount of heroes I have at the moment. I know I'm missing, what is that, 32? But basically the only normal lot I'm missing is Leia, right? I got lucky enough to get Haas, Torador, Morrigan, Twinfiend, Araka already. So I'm really not that unhappy. Like, Araka is ridiculous. Why doesn't she go to some of y'all? They need to make her exclusive be 2 ults, 3 is just too long. It probably is, but I guess if you for GVG it's definitely too long. But you might be able to get some value out of her by just spamming Laurel respawns. You pulled for Dalia today, got A1 Hudson, Magnus and her in 250. I see that as an absolute win. That is pretty good. Okay, so we're actually going to get early. If we're really lucky, we'll pull another legendary before the 250. And if not, it is what it is. It really is what it is. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to tank your bad luck, but it's not working. Getting Araka really isn't working too well. Is Oblivion Pendant good on Setrum? You didn't mention this artifact in your guide, wasn't implemented yet. You mean his exclusive one? So, Setrum's exclusive artifact, I ranked it in my exclusive artifact tier list. For those curious, you can watch that video. Overall, I would say exclusive, like the pendant at 10 is around the Spirit Siphon at 16 to 19. And especially in the Styx Codex, his exclusive artifact is pretty much mandatory because it allows him to get off more shots, meaning more shield damage. You had to go to tier 50, lol, rigged as fuck. But who did you get in between? Huh? Who did you get in between? That is very important. Oh, and on the note of heroes, we got someone very interesting and someone very sad. Would you look at her? Kalina. Now, Kalina's kit, in theory, looks pretty spectacular. Kalina's kit, in theory, looks pretty good. But sadly, Kalina's kit doesn't work the way they intend her to. So she can't make crit hits and she has a bunch of attack multipliers. So the way she deals damage is by true damage. She does a bit of magic damage and then a lot of true damage. The only issue is they would probably need to double her base attack to actually allow her to be useful. Because not being able to crit is such a drawback here that, yeah, it really doesn't make her worth it. You got a Razak on the way. Decent. We need a Witch's Call challenge guide. Please, already out. Bogdan, the guide is already out. So, you can check out the channel. It's been uploaded like 4 hours ago. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe 3. So yeah, the challenge guide is already out. From 80 to 32, yeah, you might want to use AoE marksman. Those might help you. And also, I haven't personally played with her, but I might actually be really good for that fight if you're struggling with AoE mages. So if you're struggling with AoE mages, build your eye, give her a shot. Just put a bunch of attack speed and attack on her. Dalia at 80, just 109 into pity, strong. So, come on, legendary before 250. Give us a legendary before 250 and let it not be Dalia. That would be such a beautiful finish, come on. You need Silas, but Razak will do. Ouch. Ouch. I solid tested out a bit. A lot of the damage though is going to come from getting lucky with the cards and augments. Definitely. But in theory, she should only get back the crystal she already placed. So her damage should be pretty focused. Another knee salt. Okay, 230, we have 2 multiples. This is the last multiple. I'm pretty certain either we get a double legendary next pull or we get ourselves our Dalia. So, here we go, the very last pull. Is it a double legendary? Hope is there. Okay, doesn't look like it. Dalia, here we go. There's Dalia. There you go. Now we can build her. Which we might be resource broke. I'm still going to build her. She's just not gonna have max stats, okay? You're at 176 pity right now. Already pulled 180 summons for Dalia. Should I waste? Yeah, 130 summons left and 15k diamonds. Wait, go for Magda. See if you can get her, or even just Constance. All right, here we go. We take. Can we please just get her? There we go. Dahlia's in. All right, Dalia, where are you? Dalia. Let's favorite. No, I don't favorite my heroes. That would be rude for like legit everyone else. Let's see if we at least have a couple. Is there a hex guide? Yes, I made a hex guide quite a while ago. You should be finding it below like the... I have like a whole playlist called build guides. Or like hero builds. He should be in there. Okay. Let's have a look at what kind of upgrades we got and if we need to go skill crystals. So, not getting the ultimate hurts. The ultimate is very, very crucial. The crit damage increase is really, really nice. This one's not as important. And the basic attack is also quite alright. So, if we could, we would want to get both of those maxed. That's an ult. That's the crit. That's the ult. That's the basic. Okay. Decent. Yeah, pretty much. So there's going to be two ways you can build her, right? Set wise, there doesn't have to be a discussion. We don't need to talk about which red set to use. It's pretty obvious. Soulborn Arcana. But what other sets could you use if you're not as far into the game or just don't have the broadness of gear, right? The broadness to potentially use different pieces of gear. Because the rage cost is only 900, which is decent, you could actually think about using a wisdom set. A wisdom set is going to work on her quite well, just not to the highest extent, because it's no Soulborn Arcana, right? Next off, after the wisdom set, you have something very easily, curse set. If there's going to be content where there are enemies that walk in a full line, the curse set is an obvious choice. A permanent 30% damage boost is going to be really, really nice. So for future content, or content where you can use Dalia perfectly, like for example Gear Raid 1, a curse set is going to actually work really, really well. So next to the curse set, we then have Night Terror. You can never go wrong with Night Terror. Night Terror always works. You still have constant, but you still chance it. I only gain an extra legendary if I do it that way, correct? No, you have a higher chance of, basically you have a guaranteed chance of getting an extra legendary, because if you use your pity on the Dalia banner, nobody says you are going to get Dalia. It could always be someone else, so you're not necessarily getting a guaranteed legendary, and in the other case not. It's just a guaranteed chance versus a percentage chance. Attack speed is attack percent, crit damage, attack percent, crit damage, 4th priority. As usual, it's going to be 4th priority. So yeah, curse set, Night Terror, and curse set, Night Terror, Wisdom are all going to be alright. But now let's get into the Soulborn Arcana, right? So we just started off with this piece right here. Obviously doesn't need to be nearly as good. It's just the important part is you go attack percent, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed. That's all you need. Ignore the attack and ignore the renewed vigor, right? It's just about the 3 substats. For the next piece, we'll probably go with, again, attack percent, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed. And for the last piece, just because we have way too many of them, we just give a crit damage with attack percent, crit rate, attack speed, right? So that's what we're going for. And there's also a different scenario. If you're playing content where you're using Dahlia, but you are not using Dolores, right? If your Dahlia isn't getting Dolores buffed, use attack percent instead of the crit damage instead. Go triple attack percent. Or in GVG, if you want to use her in GVG, go full attack on the right side. Full attack. And then for the left side, you have pretty much your usual 3 choices, right? Calamity. You have Calamity, Warlord. I guess Wicked Vengeance, if you have a good set of it. But her passive kind of already gives you too much crit. So it's basically Calamity, Warlord, and Annihilating Might. But sure, let's put Wicked Vengeance in there too. Taku was good. Styx isn't good. Styx just has a lower multiplier compared to the other ones and the interactions between her kit. So right here, it's gonna be, for the armor is very important. Just go for attack. Attack percent, crit rate, crit damage. And then if you have it, try to add in some extra attack as another substat. But it's definitely not required. And then for the last piece, there's a couple options. Have you made a max rewards guide for the event boss? Yes, have done that already. Really wish they had sets that increase poison / burn damage or something. Yeah, it's the way that Sorbonne Arcana is glitched, right? If Sorbonne Arcana weren't glitched, you would at least have Infernal Roar as a competitor. But funnily enough, even though Sorbonne Arcana is glitched, on the right heroes, Infernal Roar is still better. So Infernal Roar is also in its own right pretty darn powerful. So yeah, finishing off, you have 3 options. Number 1 is going to be crit rate, crit damage, attack speed. That is going to be your number 1 option to finish off this build. Because we already have been building number 1, an attack set. Number 2, double attack stats. And number 3, your artifact of choice is going to give you additional attack. Even her exclusive one, which we don't have yet, which we'll get tomorrow. So because your artifact is also going to give you attack, going with extra attack speed here and crit damage in exchange isn't a bad choice. And then for guild boss, again, or content where you don't use Dolores, going with attack percent, crit rate, attack speed is a way to do it. Or then the last choice, and the one that works honestly universally, is finishing it off with attack percent, crit rate, crit damage piece. Right? And that then gives us our Dalia. Obviously the crit is not above 100%. We could probably swap out the piece. Which piece is suspicious? Which piece is dragging us down crit rate wise? It's chest piece, okay, sure. Might as well just make sure that's 100%. Though to be honest, 95% plus is kind of all you need. Going above 100 most of the time really isn't all that important. 98. Shit. Let's sort by crit rate. 22. Here we go. Alright. Obviously she's only level 49 1 star, which is why her stats look that way. But the important part is going to be have above 200% attack. So her max stats have above 200, have above 200 attack speed, 100% crit rate, and then as much crit damage as you can fit with the earlier requirements, right? So the 200, 200, 100, and then max out rule. No, you don't want attack speed amulet. The important, she's going to get a blooms, blossoms, whatever out fast enough anyway. There's only one subclass of characters that are actually worth it to go for with attack speed necklaces, and these are characters that have specialized attack speed. If your character doesn't have specialized attack speed and he's not a support character like Greed, Mary, Pyrus, if he's not a support character and he doesn't have specialized attack speed, using attack speed main set is only a temporary solution. It's only going to be something you wanna do while you don't have anything else. So yeah. Oh, why are we so blurry? Alright, we're still sitting on 12k gems, which is good. We should be prepared for Anora when she eventually comes out. We just collect our bucket heroes here. Yeah. Alright. Looks pretty good. So, yeah, fat guy Praetus, man. So we pulled Araka and Anora. No, Araka and Dahlia, not Anora. Names with an A. So yeah, tomorrow, how many pulls was she? We went to full 250. Yeah, no, that boosted 10 pull rate is a rumor. I went full 250 for her. Alright. By tomorrow, expect a test of Dalia in Gear Dungeon 1 with good gear, obviously, enter exclusive artifact. There is a slim chance, it's just a slim chance, but there is a slim chance that an exclusive artifact might enable something special in Gear Dungeon 1. It might not. That's not an artifact. This one. And why tomorrow? Because the devs are cheeky. If you look at this, we have 2,750. If we go to the redeem shop, if we go to the Witcher's Trial and we collect everything right here, and if we were to play everything, you're going to see we end up at 3,950. Oh yeah, like 3,950. It's 50 short. 50 short is really something special. They did that on purpose, I tell you. What? Oh, we made it on the ultimate leaderboard? No, we didn't. Whew. I thought I was a whale. Haha. Yeah, I mean, we're somewhat close. 10k points. Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we pulled a lot. Makes sense. Explains it. Alright, then aww. Guess we're not that lucky. And then some nice rewards. So here we go with the 2 legendary crystals, the 600. This legendary dust is really nice. The legendary dust is really nice because the more heroes you have, the more you're going to struggle with it, kind of. Especially if you get an influx of a bunch of heroes. So, 2 skills, 2 prayers. We want the ultimate and we want this one. We want ultimate and demonic surge. Come on. Ah, damn it. Ultimate? Hey, that's not bad. I take it. Max basic attack, max ultimate. This one being decent. And this one is... whatever. It's not relevant yet. It's going to get more relevant with future content. So, yeah. Do I want to do something else? Is there someone else that I'm supposed to make Dalia pulls for? I don't think there is. And I also don't want to stretch it too much or have like a stream where there's nothing happening content wise. So I'm just gonna tell you about what I'm working on for the rest of the day, right? And then get back to working on it. Because we are working on a Novra's guide. For those curious and wondering, why are you doing a Novra's guide? What would he be relevant for? For those that haven't yet heard about it, in that whole Dalia, Anora, double fusion, anniversary, in that whole maelstrom of information, it was overlooked that Navas actually got a rework. Navas got a kit rework, and what I'm gonna do is trying to find out if he now turns useful. If he now actually can do something. So yeah, they changed his kit, and that's what you're going to see later today. If I still have the time, I'll probably put out a Magda guide too. So pretty much a Magda showcase plus guide for those that are still unsure about waiting for the Magda banner, if she's really worth it. And yeah, a big thank you to all of you joining in. I really, yeah, I don't know, I like the atmosphere of the stream. We had a lot of people asking questions, we just did some stuff, we did some casual summons, we got unreasonably lucky for no reason, and yeah. I think we just keep it quick. There's, okay, got Dalia and she helped me for gear at 120, her and Boreas. That means you already have the 2 heroes you need to do 121. So it's just a question of gear and hero cycling. So yeah, has been an absolute pleasure. Y'all have been fantastic, and we see each other in the next video most likely. Tanking the 250, as long as I was able to tank the 250 for one, I would already be super happy. This has been it. Peace.